Okay. Welcome back. Welcome back. All right. Hey, good break. Good break. All right. How many hours of online class did you guys have today?
I have
I
two,
have one.
two in the morning and just a little bit work on the afternoon.
Okay, a pretty chill. It sounds like a pretty chill day in Thailand. I love Thailand. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I like it. All right. For the next part of class, we have a couple of main things that we're going to be doing. It's going to be where I'll finish up with a little bit of people are amazing towards the end with a Q&A session and comment or question. But the next main thing we're going to do right now is I'm going to introduce you a little bit to the IELTS speaking prompts and some practical practice. All right. So, any of you guys, do you think you'll have to take more speaking tests in your life? Right, like in the next 10 years, do you think you'll take speaking tests? Because like in my experience, it's generally like standardized tests for some kind of application, right? That's like IELTS, TOEFL, TOEIC, Duolingo, right? Two is going to be for job interview. Usually when they interview, sometimes they send somebody to talk to you for like 5 minutes, and that person in the company usually has okay English, you know, and sometimes they'll test you over in like 5 minutes, right? That would be the second one. The third one where you have to use English is just for other educational opportunities, right? Where people start to talk to you in English, especially for like science degrees, scholarships, especially ones that are oh, testing, especially ones that are scholarships provided by the government, right? So I had one student. She's studying in Denmark right now, and she got a scholarship from the government for her PhD program. And her category was plant taxonomy, right? So that's using AI and gene sequencer programs to understand and map the genetics and DNA of plants, you know? And so that's a pretty awesome one. She has to come back and teach at the university for like, I think 3 or 4 years, right? But then they pay for her PhD program, right? So these are awesome scholarships in Thailand, I have to say, right? Like the ones offered by
Yeah.
the government. It's not a bad deal if you don't have enough money for them, because it's still true in this day and age. With the masters, your earning potential, right? Earning potential does go up by about 15% or so, right? And so it's something to think about, right? Now, whenever you think about these speaking prompts and practical practice, it generally is someone asks you a question and then they wait for your answer. Okay. And you can give an answer that's short, medium, or long. It all depends, right? But you want to be able to adapt to any question, right? And how can you adapt to any question? It's that you have a little system, right? Some kind of system that helps you. And in international high schools, they teach you PEA, right? And so that's a very basic one for speaking or writing, right? You start with your point, then your evidence, and then your analysis, right? And so I'll give you a very basic one here. I like I like dogs, right? If I could, I would have a. Oh, 1 second, technical difficulties. All right, have an Alaskan Husky. All right, Husky. Analysis. Dogs are man's best friend. Okay, so even with this basic sentence, like I like dogs, right? And then I have to think about some evidence or an example. Then I say, if I could, I would have an Alaskan Husky. That's the one with the blue eyes, right? It's a very cool dog. And then I say, dogs are man's best friend, and that's an old idiom, right? Very simple example. All right. This one I like a little bit better. Sales and more multi-purpose. All right. And so this format, I like it a lot more because, again, it's good for persuasion, right? Good for persuasion. Persuasion means to try to change somebody's mind, right? And unfortunately, using our words to describe things, using our words to get some kind of net action or net positive, right, is a real thing about living in this world, right? In marketing, there is a category called copywriting, right? And copywriters are the highest paid writers in the world, making about $40 a word, right? So that's about 1,300 baht per word, right? And the description of a copywriter is that you write an advertisement that ends up in the person sending you money, right? And that would be copywriting. And that's why they get paid so much. Okay. And so we have here what is the topic, right? And so take the way that I explained this one to you right now. Topic, sales and more purpose, multi-purpose, what, so what, and what's next. After that, I told you guys why it's important for you to have a system, right? And then here, the next action step is going to be, we're going to practice it today, right? And so these are very, very practical ways of communication that it makes it easy to like know what to say, right? Because lots of times when someone asks you a question, you're like all over the place, right? Like thinking, I never answered this question before, I don't know what to say, right? And so have a little system and it will help you, all right? So we'll practice a little bit here. All right, so this is part one of the IELTS test, right? It's about 7,000 baht for this test, right? Split up into 4 sections. The speaking section is about 8 to 11 minutes. Part one is where they ask you a bunch of basic questions closely connected to you. Your answer is 1 to 3 sentences. Okay? All right. Pon, you're first. Do you think emails are useful?
Yep.
All right. And then try PEA, right? So point is, yes, I think emails are useful. Evidence, like, why are they useful, right? And then B, analysis would be like, what do you think?
And it's very important to send a file or something.
Mm-hmm. All right. And then give us your opinion or your analysis.
I think email is can you to send anything.
Perfect. Well done. Yeah, that's good. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Very nice. Good job. Okay. All right. P, well, do you think it's a good thing that companies send out spam email for advertising purposes?
Well, from the customer perspective, it's just little annoying.
The little, okay, that's your point, right?
Yeah, but in the company perspective, one more customer is always better, right?
Good English. One more customer is always better. Right? Okay. That was example and analysis. I'll take it. Nice. All right, View. Do you think email can replace handwriting?
No.
All right. And then evidence?
Handwriting better than email
Because?
because
You got it.
yeah, because do you handwriting for something?
Do you handwriting for something?
Yes.
Okay, let me time out here real quick, okay? All right.
Okay.
Real quick View. Remember, in this group, you have 4 guys that will all help you if you ask them in a Thai, okay? All right. I only understand a little bit now, right? But like you got 3 guys that can help you, all right? This is connected to last week's class, right? When I was telling you guys a little bit about the bullshit detector and then the way that people learn inside of an English class in South America, right? Is that use your team now, right? When you're translating in your mind, I saw that was happening, right? Like you know what to say in Thai, but you're not sure how to say it in English, right? And so you can ask your team very quickly, anytime, right? Yeah, okay. Sometimes it's faster than translating or typing, right? Just always learn how to use your team, okay? So let's see. You're saying something about handwriting is better than email, right? And you want to say something in English and you know already how to say in Thai. So the next step here is I want you to ask the guys, right? How do I say this in English? Okay? How do I say in English? Okay? All right. Go.
พี่กูจะพูดว่ายังไงมันก็ต้องเซ็นน่ะ
ยังไงมันต้องเซ็นคือประมาณไหน
คือประมาณแบบว่ายังไงการเขียนด้วยมือมันก็ยังจำเป็นอยู่อ่ะ
For the sizing process in the email, we just handwriting the signature, our signature.
Handwriting and signatures.
Yeah.
Okay. You're talking about security.
Yes.
right? Security, and I'll give you some more of the words here. We have handwriting, pattern recognition. This means that, have you seen Startup on Netflix?
No.
No? Okay, all right. There's a Korean drama called Startup on Netflix, and
I
there's
know.
a part in the story that's connected to this. Okay, all right. So the process right here is really great, guys. Okay, is that you're in education, you're gonna be on teams later when you're working, right? A common mistake is that people think that it's all where you have to talk and you have to say something, right? And you have to think about what you need to say, right? But like right now is that View, you took like 20 seconds, 10 seconds to ask your team, right? And then we got down to explaining the words in English of what you need, right? So this is what I guess you're trying to say, right? I think you're trying to say is, no, handwriting will always be part of society. Modern handwriting recognition algorithms have proven that humans have unique handwriting. Therefore, this method of writing will still exist, even though email is easier and more convenient. Something like this, right? Like this is basically, almost all this information, right? And you could probably write it in Thai too, right?
Yeah.
So that's the idea, guys, right? It's where articulation is trying to put your thoughts and emotions into words, right? And then use your team, okay? Use your team here. I'll read this. Vio, can you read this for me?
Yes. No, handwriting will always be part of society. Modern handwriting recognition algorithms have proven that humans have unique handwriting. Therefore, this method of writing will still exist, even though email is easier and more convenient.
Okay, I know it's a super boring few sentences, but it's Rio Roy, right? Rio Roy Mac, right? And so that's good. Okay, nice. All right, cool. Use your team. Good. All right. Okay. Tay, do you often write something by hand? Tay? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you think of example, right? Example.
Lecture the class material.
Lecture and class notes. And then why do you think this is good?
What? Again, please.
Why do you think this is good?
Because it's quickly than typing sometimes.
Typing. Okay. All right. Okay. So now put all your ideas together, right? So I ask you the question, do you often write something by hand? And then you say,
Yeah.
right? And then notes in class. Right. So it's okay. It's okay. So like if we use the structure, right? It's where you say, yes, I often write something by hand, right? And then you say, I write lecture notes in class, right? And then your analysis would be that, yes, it's so much faster than typing, right? Like that, right? And then that's a nice round answer. Okay. All right. You try. All right. Do you often write something by hand?
Yes. I like lecture note for class, and I think it quickly than typing.
Yep, so much faster, dude. Right, definitely. Good answer. Okay, Bon, who do you usually write to and what do you write about?
I like to about, I think teacher.
You write to the teacher the most. Okay, all right. For example?
About to send a homework
Sending homework.
or
Why do you think this is good?
exam,
Yes.
Yeah.
What's
and to ask something about the question of this I learn.
questions about what the content you learned? I got it.
Yeah.
Clear. I understand. All right, last one, P. What are the differences between handwriting and email?
Well, email is just it have a formal, right? You have to just typing for what's for handwriting. You can just a little bit creative with that. You can just add a little short note or something between the line to make it better for you. It's a unique way. For me, it just handwriting is like the best way for me to remember something because I have to write it and I can decide what I want to write and add a little bit more some side detail that usually you don't write it in email, right? You just can add it like what you want. You can creative with it. Yeah.
I like how you start your answers with, well, it's a very native style. It's very natural, right? Like the way that you talk about your answers and your reasoning is good. I also like that you pulled out the word unique, right? And that was kind of connected to when we were talking about it before. That was excellent, right? That was a good point. I also have a side assignment for you if you are interested, okay? There's a guy on YouTube that I think you might like, all right? And I will share it with you. Do you happen to know who Chamath Pai Hepataya is?
Never here. Okay.
No? Okay. So, last week we did a little bit of shadowing. I'll introduce you guys more to it next week. But there's a Japanese technique of language learning, all right? It was invented a long time ago. It's basically listen and repeat, right? Listen and repeat. And so this video P, this is pretty much the highest level of English, right? If you are looking at music, art, poems, writing, essays, media, upamai, metaphors, similes, everything. This video and the way that he talks, the topics they discuss, right? Probably the most difficult. It's just because it's about society, governments, economies, all of those things together, right? But something about the way that you started your answer, there's a personality trait that's I find similar in this Indian guy, all right, and you, right? And he's a pretty interesting person, right? So if you are looking for people to actively shadow and like make your English better and smoother on a more native style, right? I think this guy would be good for you. Okay. All right, cool. Moving on. All right, second part here. All right, part 2 is a little bit more difficult. All right, this is more presentation style. All right, it's where in the IELTS test, they will ask you, they'll give you a card actually. The card will be describe an important text message you received. All right, and you'll have about 60 seconds to prepare for it. And then you have to speak for about 1 minute to 2 minutes on the topic. All right. And so this is a good chance for you to start playing around with PEA as well as what, so what, and what's next. And I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to prepare for this, right? The topic here is describe an important text message you received. You should say, I'm going to change this here, is you could say, all right? So it's up to you, okay? Could say who sent it to you, why you still remember it, and explain how you felt after you received it, right? So I'll help you brainstorm for this. When you have this kind of random question, right, you always just start thinking about connecting it to people and your memory. Then you can get something from your brain, right? Text message. I'm thinking of text messages, people. Okay, it was the first time I went on America Online, right? America Online. That's how old I am, right? AOL, right? AOL is like the first kind of chat and like online stuff. And it's where I used to use a modem, and the modem sound was like this. And then I could connect after like 5 minutes. Okay? That's how old I am, all right? And like the first time I received a text message was I was chatting with a girl for the first time in my life as a teenager, and it seemed that she liked me, And I remember one text message she sent. She said, "Send me a picture," right? And then I sent a picture like this, And then she said, "You're very handsome," right? And that was an important text message for me. I thought it was good. It was the first one I thought about, right? So when I was thinking about this topic, and the reason I can speak so quickly on it is that I'm not looking for the most important, okay? I'm just looking for the first one that comes to my mind that I can remember. All right. If you think it's not good, then you try to give yourself 3 options, right? And then like think about in your past memories, when is a time that a text message was there? Because you guys have all received thousands of text messages. Yeah. Okay. All right. So do you want to spend a little bit of time brainstorming, right? All right. You guys, are you thinking of any important text messages right now? Can you remember? Like from your parent, from your friend, somebody you like, somebody you hate, a teacher, right? Bon, a teacher. You said your teacher was like, yeah. You guys have any ideas?
No,
Well,
Well,
I have no idea.
not
you have no idea right now. Okay, all right. So
not a
think
good
about people now.
experience.
Think about people. Let's see here. Most important text messages in your life. Have you ever gotten any like important text messages from your parents? Like, come home now, right?
Yeah, but
Grandma's dying, like that.
yeah, it's sad, but when you talk about about memory, it's just some bad memory. It will just came first, Yeah. Well,
In this case, I think it's natural, right? Like,
yeah, because you just have to you have a strong feeling for it when someone talking about it, it just come back to you. Yeah, something like that.
I know, I understand. Yes. So I guess, yeah. I mean, like for this particular topic, it might be a little bit difficult. Let's try to find another one. Okay. All right. Let me see here. I'll give you guys an easier way here. You're right. It's kind of hard to think of a positive one for that one, other than the America Online, right? America Online one. Okay. Let's try a different one here. Okay. All right. This one's about reading, and then it goes into describe a person who encouraged and helped you achieve the goal.
Oh,
You say who this person is, what this person encouraged you to do, and how this person helped you. This might be harder, right? But it's better, right? It's definitely better. Okay. All right. So brainstorming time, right? Who are some people that helped you guys?
well, definitely parents.
Okay. All right. Good. What else? Who else? Who else? You friends?
Family.
Yep. What about Kwang Dong Ho? Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Who's encouraged you or helped you in your life?
My
Parent
family.
and friend.
Parents and friends. Okay. All right. Pon, what about a random person that's not a parent or a friend? Is that one hard?
Pardon?
I'm just curious if there's someone who's helped you who's not family and who's not a friend.
Teacher.
Cool. Perfect. All right. Sounds good. Okay. So it's let's see. Okay. Pon, you're going to talk about a teacher. All right. P, you're going to talk about mom or dad. Okay. All right. View, I would like you to talk about a brother or a sister. All right. And then Tay, I'd like you to talk about a friend. Okay. All right. Sounds good. I'm going to give you guys about 3 minutes to prepare, 2 minutes or so. Right. It's very quick. Take quick notes. Right. You have mind map style. Usually for me, that's the best. Right? Mind map style there, where you just have a piece of paper and you write words about what you're thinking. Okay. View, remember, you can ask your team for help, right? Same thing with you, T, Bon, P, everyone. Okay. You can always ask for help, right? It's not like it's a formal speech. All right. Okay. I'll give you about 2 minutes, guys. All right. First person can volunteer in 2 minutes. Go. Okay, volunteer.
Okay. Well, I talk about my dad then. Because it's a little complicated. Just connect with my background a little bit. Our family is life is a little bit like a roller coaster, I think. Yeah. Today we rich, but tomorrow we just got bankrupt, something like that. And yeah, somehow my father is my role model, I think. He just like, we only help each other, but and then we have to support each other in the family. We reach together, and then we just, if we reach together. If we pull, we just pull together. So my dad just encouraged me to be like a person that, appreciates the bond about people, the relationship with people. We just, if we have a friend, we have trust each other. We have our back with him. We can just ask him for any support that they always here for you. Yeah, we always be for each other.
That was a good 60-second answer, bro. That was really nice. The first thing I was thinking was it was a very real answer, right? It was very, very real and authentic, right? That was excellent. I'll make one comment. There's this guy, he's a clinical psychologist. His name is Jordan Peterson, right? And he ran a series of experiments with people where they take time to write about their most difficult past. And they also take time to be really optimistic and detailed about planning their future, right? So it's two experiments. One was writing about the past, and two was making a really, really detailed plan for the future, right? And the funny thing is that in both test cases, people all felt better and were able to process information better, right? Because of doing this. And so putting things to words is good for you. That's the main idea, right? Excellent. Okay, all right. Number two, right? Who's next, guys?
I
All right, okay, Via, go ahead.
I want to talk about my little brother. He have a support me everything. He listening to my story when I'm sad. Cause my wish my brother very much because he 22. We share about everything. Story in today. Yesterday, I talk about art. Yes.
It sounds like you are really lucky to have him in your life. Like you guys
Yeah.
have been sharing stuff all your life. That's pretty cool. All right, that's the thing that I sensed from your words, right? That's the thing I sensed from your words. That's an English phrase that you guys can use as well, right? You can always say like, that's the thing I hear, or that's the thing I understand, right? Those are detailed, but sense is a little bit better, right? Sense is a little bit better. We can use it as a verb, right? You already learned in school that it's 5 senses, yes, but you can also use the word sense as a verb, right? And so that's where I say, I sensed that you feel really lucky to have him in your life.
Yes.
Okay, clear. Okay, good. All right, very nice. Good. Bonorte, who's next? Good. Volunteer. All right, Tay looks like.
Who next?
Okay. Oh, wait. Okay, Bun, go ahead. All right, you're going. Bun.
Oh, okay. My person list, I think about it, teacher, because he can support me to do about every exam and teach me, and I feel informally like friendly about, yep, and he have many solutions to give me and give many advice to do things to admission and in university. Yep.
All right, give me a little bit more, 2 more sentences.
And we can share anything together, not about only exam or anything. We can share any problem.
That's cool, dude. That's
Did
cool.
it
Go ahead.
that it can't tell someone like father or mother yet.
Sometimes that perspective is really important, really, like,
Yeah.
like in a perfect world, we can say anything to our parents, right? But it's not a perfect world. Sometimes we got to keep our mouth shut, other times we need to say something, right? And having that outside perspective is really helpful, right? That's what I say in English. We say outside perspective, right? Outside perspective. Then we have the word sense as a verb. Okay. Nice. Yeah, I think that is good. What I found is that when I talk to old people, right? When I talk to old people and I see, like for me, I see about 200 people per week. Okay. And then I have like a conversation or talk to about 200 people a week. When I meet somebody who's like 60 years old and they talk to less than 3 people per week, they're almost always very stubborn and like they have a very, very strong way of thinking. Okay. When I notice that they start talking to 5+ people, it gets a little bit better. When it's 10+ people, like they have a big family or lots of friends, it gets better again, right? And then as it goes up to be a little bit more and a little bit more, that's when the people start to become more flexible, right? And it's good to find new insight, right? Outside perspectives and new insights, because for me, when I look at that stuff, it's a shortcut, right? Because my brain sometimes is slow and I think about something in this way. And then other people, they found some kind of shortcut, Like the example from P's answer today, right? Was the way that he talked with his dad in the hard times and good times, right? It came out to phrases that he translated, rich together, poor together, you know? Those were powerful phrases. I like that. Outside perspectives and new insights, right? View was talking about sharing with her brother, and then Kwan, you found a similarity in her relationship with your brother and yours with the relationship with your teacher. He was a friend and a mentor, right? Friend and mentor. So that's pretty awesome. All right, big bro too, right? Okay, all right, Tay. All right, your next brother. All right, and last but not least, right? Describe a person who encouraged and helped you achieve a goal.
My encourage is my friend. His name is Odd, and he encouraged me a lot as telling story that make me more relaxed and comfortable. And we go out together, often go out together. And
I have a question. Like, when he tells you stories to make you feel comfortable and relaxed, is it because you're a little bit serious?
no.
No? Why does so it's kind of like he's one of those people that's more entertaining. I'm not sure. Like, I need more information, right? Like, what's good about this guy?
He tell me to do how to learn and
Okay.
how to do the thing just like
Wow. So, okay, wait, let me get this here. Okay. I think that you have a friend who takes his time to help explain things and help you guys figure out together, right? Like you guys learn together, you work together, you play together, you chill together. He's like one of your really good friends, Pion. Yes?
yes.
Okay. All right. I'll give you a little hip hop. Okay. All right. Let's see here. He's my home. This is so old. Oh my God, I'm so old. All right, he's my homeboy. All right, this sounds so weird now in 2021, right? But in 1980, right, this was a cool thing to say. Okay, he's my homeboy. Okay, this is also he's my road dog. This is something that people would say in like if you're African American in Los Angeles, listening to hip hop and driving. God, that was racist. I'm sorry. Okay, he's one of my gang. One of my gang. I think this would be a modern way of saying it in Thailand, right? He's one of your gang. Yes? Right? How many people are in your gang, Tay?
Can you say that again?
How many people are in your gang or your crew?
About 10.
10. Okay, 1 of 10. He's 1 of 10. Okay, all right. Do all of you guys have a crew or a gang? Right. So Tay, you have one for sure. View, I think you have one. Yes. Right. You have a gang. P, do you have like close friends that you hang out with all the time?
Yeah, a little small circle for me.
Yeah, a small circle. Good. All right. Bon, you too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I have a thing to tell you guys as an old guy. All right, is that as you get older, having gangs goes away. Okay. All right. So like, make sure you enjoy your time now with your friends because later, as you get older, you will not have that much time with them. Okay. This is an honest to truth. Right. I had a gang in high school and a gang in university and the play gang.
Yeah, everyone had their own responsibility.
Correct. After time, it really does go away. So like these moments, it's like be young and free. There's a phrase in English, right? We have the phrase, we say wild and free. Wild and free. And that just represents being at your guys' age right now, right? It's like a horse galloping through the the grass, and like going like this with their hair, It's where all of you guys are wild and free. Okay, say with me, wild and free.
Right.
Wow, free.
Okay, good. And there's lots and lots of songs for that. Okay, lots and lots of songs. Excellent. Okay, all right, good. All right, very nice. Okay, so that was our part 2 of the IELTS test, guys. All right, and then we have the last one. It's just discussions here. And try to volunteer. Okay, try to volunteer here. Okay, all right. Is this important for teenagers to set goals? Right? Is it important for you guys to set goals?
Maybe yes, maybe not.
Okay, Pon, what do you think?
Okay.
I think yes, because to have a goal and to prepare your life.
Goals and prepare to your life. All right, what's your goal, bro?
My goal,
Uh-huh.
yes, to have some business.
I hope you achieve your goal, dude. Definitely. And I hope I get to know more details about it for real. Okay. All right. Pete, what's your goal, dude?
I just have my main goal, but to just support my family as much as I can. And other goal is it's just like I still have time. Yeah, I can just discover many more opportunity to just.
That's a great goal to have.
Yeah, so more opportunity to just find something that suit me, I think.
Yeah, those are 2 very, very reasonable goals. No, actually, no. I think those are 2 amazing goals for your age, dude, for real. Right. And it's where I would just recommend sometimes just try adding some specifics, right? That's where the benefit of the PEA is there, like when you say discover something, right? To show a cool part of your character, give an example, right? Like for me, if I said something like this, I said, I wish I had time for balance to discover something new. For example, I would hire a Japanese samurai to teach me how to use a sword and like exercise every morning if I had like unlimited budget. That would be cool, right? And then it tells you a lot about me, right? Okay, cool. View. All right, what's your goal?
Do something in I happy in every day.
Okay, do something where you can be happy every day, right?
Yes.
And then like passionate about your work and enjoy what you're building. All right, I like that. Okay, good. All right, Tay, what's your goal?
To be rich man.
To be rich. Okay, all right, good. Okay, what is for that one here? I have. All right. So last week, I gave assignments to the other students where they were to read a song, right? Read a song lyric, and that is going to be the same homework for you guys. I have 2 additional assignments for P and Te today, right? And if you guys want some suggestions, Bon and View, I would be happy to give them to you, right? So for P, I think that if you could figure out a little bit of who Chamath is, all right? And I'll give you some keywords: GameStop, investments, Reddit,
Oh, game
Chamath.
stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
that
So,
that's stuck.
I know it's funny. So I want you to research a little bit about Chamath, right? And then that connection, and then we'll talk about it like 2-3 weeks from now, guys. Right?
Okay.
Right? Te, there's this guy, his name is Naval Ravikant, right? And he started up a website that's an angel investing website. He's worth billions of dollars, and he's a philosopher, an artist, and a rich guy, right? And like your friend, what's your friend's name again? Ot. Like your friend Ot, he's really good at explaining things. Okay. One of the things that I liked about him was he said that you can spend your life chasing wealth, right? Chasing wealth, trying to make money. And then after you get it, you'll find out that that's not what you were looking for. Right. And so it has this philosophy, and then he's got lots of tips and different ways to make it. And it's good to research these things in English because it gives you a different perspective than what you read in Thai or another language. Okay. All right. That'll be good for you. All right. Multiple perspectives, they help solving lots of problems. Okay. All right. Let me see here. Bun and View. I will look for customized assignments for you guys as time goes, but I think right now the key point for you guys today is that with View, you found a hack today, right? You found a hack today, and that it's okay to ask for help when you're explaining something in English, right? Never care, because I want to point out that when the guys looked at you and you were asking for help, they didn't look at you badly at all. They were just helping you. That's it, right? It was very basic, very simple, clear, all right? And then Bon, I guess the only feedback I really have for you today is that you have a really good voice, dude, right? You have a good voice. You should learn how to use it well, right? In any language, right? So I'll leave you with a quote that says, the human voice is the most beautiful instrument in the world, right? And so you can learn how to use it very well, all right? Okay, cool. All right, we'll work on these things, guys, as time goes. Good luck with all of your exams, okay? Right? And I will talk to you later. You guys go get something good to eat, all right? And enjoy, okay? Any questions at all? No? Have you guys enjoyed the last couple classes with me? They've been good? Yes? Yeah? All right, I'm a little bit different than most English teachers, I hope.
Well, your way of teaching is, it's a little different from the other,
Okay, I will take a little different. That is totally acceptable for me, for sure.
and it's make me more comfortable to learn this way. I think
Excellent, thank you.
I can just express my thought or something like that. You know,
Hmm.
we just talking to each other like friends. Maybe
Exactly.
just like
But
that.
that's the key idea, Pete. Like the more practice you get in explaining your thoughts, right? And then
Yeah.
seeing how other people receive them improves your communication, right? It's very practical. Okay? Practical, right? That's one of my favorite words, guys. Practical, right? Practical.
Well,
Yeah.
you need a lot of practical to be good at something. You
Yeah,
cannot
well, there's
just
practical versus practice, okay? Like, practice means to do again and again to get better, right? But practical means simple and good for the goal.
yeah.
That's what I like about it. Simple and good for the goal. So the more time you spend explaining your thoughts and watching how other people take it improves your communication. Right? Cool. All right. Simple, practical. All right. Have a wonderful evening, guys. All right. I'll talk to you later. Okay. Saudi Cab.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye,
Thank
guys.
you, teacher.
You're welcome, Cab.